Today we are going to correct Kachi number 7 for Monday, October 12th, 2015. So we continue on from our last one, where we talked about the poems, the vapid jokes, and the friendly barbs. And so we have a new topic, so we need to, of course, indent, because now we're talking about the last member of the troupe. So the last member of the troupe, and comma, Sam, capitalized as a proper noun, sagacious, and again, this is a comma because it's in a positive. We don't know who that last member of the troupe is yet. We haven't met them, so now we know, oh, who's the last member of the troupe? Sam, sagacious, so this is our appositive. It's extra information. Okay, so make sure you write that down, it's just extra information. Simply stood wisely and mutely, and put a box around mutely. That's an interesting word. So is sagacious, his last name, so boxes around there. So he just stood around quietly, mutely, as he waited for the clamor. Interesting words. We're going to put a box around that. To die down. And that's the end of that sentence, period. Starting a new sentence, so of course we need to capitalize. He, sentences always start with capitals, held a huge, and then we need a comma here because we have two adjectives, huge and heavy. So whenever you have two adjectives, you separate with a comma. So adjectives, I'm taking two notes today, get separated with a comma. So you need to have all of that written down. So not only do you have written down that this is in a positive because it's extra information, you also need to know that we need this comma here because we have two adjectives, and adjectives get separated by a comma. He held a huge, heavy book, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the book in parentheses, and of course we're going to capitalize the title of this book, Norton's. And if you look here, the anthology belongs to Norton, so we have to put a comma there. Norton's Anthology. And of course, anthology gets capitalized because the rule of thumb is words more than 3 letters in a title get capitalized. Of poetry. And then we're going to end right here, and of course this whole thing needs to get underlined because it's the title of a book. Okay, so right here we decided we were going to use to underline it, and we're just going to put it in these brackets so we can see what it is. So he held that the poetry anthology in his hand and pretended to read it. And here we have a fanboys, comma, but he really was watching, and it just came to me, I'm sorry, I was trying to say parentheses here, and I couldn't think of the word to save my life. Parentheses. So we put Norton's Anthology of Poetry in parentheses. He was really watching Alessandra, which again, her name gets capitalized. She's a proper noun. That's the special name of a person. And Armoris is her last name. So that gets capitalized as well. And then it says who he liked. So as you recall, remember when you're deciding if you want to use who or whom, if you can replace it with he or she. So would you say he liked she, Or would you say he liked her? You would say he liked her, so therefore you need to use the word whom. Whenever you can replace it with or answer the question with he or she, it's who. Him or her, it's whom. Whom he liked. And then, of course, we need to end with a period. So if we go back here, we have indent 1, capital 2, comma 3, capital 4, capital 5, comma 6 for the appositive, capital 7, comma in between the two adjectives 8, parentheses 9, capital 10, apostrophe 11, capital 12, capital 13, end the parentheses 14, underline 15, comma for a fanboy 16, capital proper noun 17, capital proper noun 18, whom instead of whom 19, the period at the end 20. So there are indeed 20 mistakes in this CAPTCHA. You should have notes about in a positive, extra information. You should also have notes about commas separate two adjectives, and of course we use whom because you would say he liked her. Those are all your mistakes for today.